huh?
It looks tiny, yeah.
It's our first time here. We're gonna give it a go. What do you think, Mama? Maquoketa, first time.
I don't know.
Nervous? Johnny trashed his last run on the car, and they're packing it in now. Night one, what do you think, Dad? How'd practice go? Oh, for sure. Didn't know what to expect. We just put it out there, huh? Oh yeah, this little car handled pretty good on the bull ring. It was definitely faster on the second run than the first one, but you got to try new things on a small track you've never been to. I think it's going to be fun tomorrow. See you later.
What are you doing now?
Night one's in the books. What do you think, Mom?
It looked good. It looked very good.
It's definitely going to be a little interesting. The car is officially in the box for the night.
Good night.
Good night. 2 runs of practice was enough. I don't want to push my luck any further. But we'll see you later. Chuck, is that you? Oh wait, that's right. I guess I'll just have to be old guys from other side. It'll be just fine. What do you think, Mom?
I think there's a lot of cars here tonight.
30 cars in our class. No hot laps for us. We're starting the third and the third heat. What do you think about that?
I think it's a good place to start. Let's hope you stay there.
We'll only go forward from here.
That's right.
What do you think, Mama?
Nervous.
You're nervous?
Yeah, there's 30 cars. You'll do good though.
Just warming the car up now, or modified's going on, then we're next. So get her warmed up. Let's go. What do you think, Dad?
Well, I think it's going to be a busy night with all them cars going to be out there.
Oh yeah.
You're out. It'll be Nolan Morrow out of Clinton, Iowa, the 9M, and Travis Hawkins out of Davenport in the 56.
Row number 2, the double nickel out of Benton, Wisconsin. That's Jay Walt, Jonathan Walton. His outside, the 57 out of Dubuque. That's Speedy Vasquez.
We will see out of Piasta the 33B of Zach Brenner, and his outside the 22DB out of Taylor Ridge, Illinois. It'll be Dustin Began.
Row number 4 on the inside, the 58T of Bettendorf. That's Michael Snyder. His outside in the K55 of Baldwin. It's Brendan Cook.
Final 2 starters going to be Brandon Jewell out of Comanche in the 118, and Stephen Randall out of Vinton will start shotgun on the field.
5 laps, top 4 to the redraw. Final qualifying heat race for you bang bangers.
Dude's got racing wheels on his car.
You like them?
I mean, that thing's fast. Here we go! It'll be on down the front straightaway. The 56 machine to the race leader, Travis Hawkins. Hawkins gonna be quick. Saw him in practice last night. That thing was wicked quick. The 8 car up off the top of the racetrack, gonna bumble and stumble back on into row. It will be Hawkins, Walton, Began, Brenner, Snyder, and Vasquez. Your top transfer cars in 1 through 6.
Good looking stuff here. Holy Honda's working off turn number 4. Travis Hawkins holding down the spot. Jonathan Walton in the number 2 position. Dustin Began rides in the 3rd spot. Snyder 4th. Zach Brenner holding down your 5th and final position as we work them off a 2 and down the back chute, stretching them out. This time it'll be 2 to go.
So on down the front straightaway with a pair to the air. The 56 machine, Travis Hawkins, your race leader. They work them on down into turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Hawkins still up front. White flag in the hand of your starter, Doug Hack. 1 to go for Hawkins.
Travis Hawkins Next to one final time into 3 and 4. Travis Hawkins right where his brother Kyle left it in the top spot. Checkers waving.
All right, what do you guys think?
One proud daddy here.
We started third. We ran right up to second place. Thought we could run with the leaders for a bit, but we just didn't have it for them. But what do you think, Bristol? So we don't have to run the B-Main. We're in the feature now. We redrew fourth, so we'll see how it goes in a minute.
Here we go. Going to be Josh Starr at a tip in the 8S on the pole, the 28 of Kyle Hawkins to the outside out of Durant.
Row 2 to the inside out of Blanchardville, Wisconsin. The 4X belongs to Noah Cramble. Is outside the double nickel out of Benton. That is Jonathan Walton.
Going to the next row, that will be the 7K of Cody Bergmeyer out of Vinton, and out of Rock Falls, Illinois, the 815 of Dustin Forbes.
Fourth row to the inside out of Taylor Ridge, Illinois. The 22 DB is Dustin Began. Is outside. The 14 car to be Smolene. That's the serial killer. It's Steven Spiker.
Row number 5 will be Mitch Bielenberg out of Charlotte, and the 12 in the 56 car is Travis Hawkins out of Davenport.
Sixth row down low, the 11H out of Manchester is Justin Hempstead. Is outside. The 58T out of Ettendorf is Michael Snyder.
See the 714 out of Darlington, Wisconsin of James Bridges is Evan Hess out of Dubuque in the 86 car.
Eighth row to the inside, the 33B from Piazza, Zach Brenner. Is outside. The 17B out of Dubuque. That is Chris Big Wiggle Burke.
Going to run number 9 be the 7X of Rob Harding Jr. out of Gibson and Stephen Randall out of Vinton in the 47.
Ninth row, the 7X is Rob Harding Jr. The 47, that is Stephen Randall.
Then we'll see Nolan Morrow out of Clinton, Iowa, the 9M, the W1, John W. Campbell out of Dubuque.
11th row, the 630 out of Davenport's Dustin Munn. The 2EZ is Cameron Wall.
K55 of Brendan Cook and the 70 Brian Gibson. On your feet, make some noise, give 'em a hoot and a holler. It's parade lap time for your 4 stocks.
I think that I should warn you. There's something about to change. We're standing at the border where history is made.
12 laps the distance. Big boy, it's about to get crazy. As the 4 stocks get the green flag, and here we go. 4 cylinders. Down into turn 1.
Looking good as we hustle him off at turn 2 down the back straightaway. Josh Starr going to show the way over the Kyle Hawkins. Dustin Forbes rides in the 3rd spot. 4th belongs to the 4X of Noah Cranville. Rounding out your top 5 cars in lap number 1. It is Jonathan Walton, the double nickel.
We'll hustle it on in there. It is your race leader up front. That is Josh Starr in the 8S machine. Clyde Hawkins right behind him there in the 28 to the number 2 spot. Watch the 815 of Dustin Forbes on the outside. That's your top 3. They'll work him on down 3 wide here. Bielenberg in the black 12 car. They'll haul him off into 1-3 wide.
Good battle here for the top spot. These two, no stranger to each other. They've exchanged paint. They've exchanged pleasantries. They'll exchange the race lead before it's all said and done. As we click them across the loop, it'll be another lap scored. 3 down, 9 laps to go.
You got a big race for the lead. Down the back straightaway, still Starr and Hawkins 1 and 2. They'll race that way down into 3 and 4. Off with turn number 4, it is still Starr up on the top side. Hawkins down on the inside, side by side. They'll race down into turn number 1.
4 laps scored in the books, and your race leader, Josh Starr, still hanging on. Half a car length over Kyle Hawkins as we work him down to the 3 and 4. Hawkins going to bob to the inside as we roll him down the back straightaway. Look out. Trouble, a couple of them wadded up, headed the wrong direction. And we are going to be under caution for the first time in our 4-stock A main feature event. Caution out on the speedway, the 11 of Justin Hempstead, the 12 of Mitch Bielenberg, contact causing a caution.
Yeah,
stopped on the inside.
I don't think Hempstead was done wrecking Bielenberg back there because he was still running into him when Bielenberg was stopped on the infield.
Giving him the old Nerf butt.
Yeah. So they'll come unhooked over there. It will be Starr, your race leader in the 8S, followed by Dalton Forbes, the 28 machine. Apparently not picking up on the...
No data.
Yeah, no data on the transponder. The 28 of Kyle Hawkins.
Oh, this might be Shufflesville here.
May have been Hawkins. May have been scored across before.
Looks like Delaware double files away. We're going back to it. That'll put the Kyle Hawkins on the pin. Josh Starr, Dustin Forbes, Cranbourne, Benton, Wisconsin's Jonathan Walton, rounding out your top 5.
12, you go all the way to the rear. Now you can do it up the lineup.
So trying to get the 11H and the 12 all the way to the back. They'll get a handful of cars moved up around them. Some debris laying on the racetrack over there in turn number 4, I believe. Something on the racetrack.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
There goes one of the Jeeper Creepers.
Go get him.
It's a Jeep thing.
Green machine. Tearing them up. Oh, yeah, that was debris.
Yep, that
Can't
was
fool me.
some
I know it
junk
every
on the
time.
track. Beautiful night here in Maquoketa. Great to have you back there in the pits, over in the grandstands, and at home watching on Done Right and IMCA TV. A lot of racing coming up yet. Sport Mod feature getting lined up over there in the staging lane over off of turn 3 and 4. And big boy, there are cars parked all over this fairgrounds, along the backstretch,
yes,
over outside of turn 1 and 2. There's even cars parked outside the outside pit over in 3 and 4. What a show. 220 cars checked in here tonight for night number 1 of the Iowa Dirt Nationals. And great
all
to
the
have
good stuff.
Good stuff's on the top shelf. That's where Daddy hides
That's
it.
where he keeps it.
Yeah.
Set to go back into the green. The Hawk going to bring us down. Wings are soaring. We're back underway.
We'll race on down into turn number 1 and 2. Watch the 815. Got a good start down there. Star there. Hang on. Got one around here on the front straightaway. We're back to the yellow very quickly. Look
buddy.
out. Hang on. We got bumper car action over in turn number 1 and 2. As we were going yellow for the 14 car, the 7K machine got crossed up. And then the 55 hit him, and the 2 easy. He said, "This looks too easy for me. I'm going to hit you."
Good Lord.
And it turned into a carnage of chaos.
Oh, yeah. Lots of radiators have left the chat over there.
There have been some things expelled.
Oh, yeah.
Last time I leaked that much, it wasn't green in color, though.
No.
More of a yellow. I was not hydrated that day.
Tough stuff.
So they'll get things cleaned up over there. A couple wreckers headed that way.
Worst part was all that whole melee over there. The caution wasn't for any of those cars.
No, they just crashed into each other.
Yeah. Somebody heard whoa, whoa on the receiver. And
They whoa.
Somebody whoa. Just outside of the halfway point, 5 laps score to the book, 7 laps to go.
So I do believe we need a second wrecker over there to turn 2. So we'll get another one of the tow trucks moving over to turn 2 possibly. Gonna need a hook on the 7K, so we got them moving over that way. Bridgeport Auto Sales along with all of our towing equipment. So they'll get moved on out there to the racetrack, go to the red flag here, get them lined up, let the safety crew do their job over there.
Then we'll have to work some of that liquid into the racetrack.
Yeah.
That's fun.
They'll go through there and spin it, go.
Wamba wamba. What time's the band supposed to start?
When the races are done.
Oh.
And they'll play to like 2-ish or 1:30-ish or closing time.
We're not doing too bad.
Nope.
Now that I said that.
So once again, don't forget, we'll be right back here tomorrow with action starting at 5:30 tomorrow.
Hot laps at 5.5.
couple of the same great divisions you see tonight. Be back with us tomorrow night, I believe.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, we've got modified, stock cars, sport mods, hobby stocks, 4 stocks, the nostalgic stock cars, and the micro mini mods and late models.
Baby cars.
Oh, you think Bruce Sheen's going to come out of retirement?
They sold it.
Oh, they sold it?
No Muffa Pros entry in the mini late models.
Man.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mackey?
Have you seen, J-Van, have you seen the Nostalgia late models run?
No, I've not.
I'll tell you what, they're pretty cool. They're tribute cars. The Kurt Hansen car will be here tomorrow night. That's owned by Burt McDaniel from Eldon.
Yeah.
Really a nice looking car.
I've seen that. That'll be awesome.
It's a Chevy Camaro tribute car to the car that Kurt drove 2 years in a row to 4 track championships.
That's
pretty
the 9
remarkable. Back in the 70s.
The 9 Deary car, right?
Correct. Car number 9.
Yeah.
And then you got the car number 8, which we'll have about 3 of those here tomorrow night. Daryl Dake's cars.
Yep.
The 95 car, an Ed Sanger car, which Cruz Burkhofer, Brian's son, will probably be driving that tomorrow night, most likely.
Doesn't Skip have like a go-kart? Yeah, Skip's got the replica go-kart.
Yep.
Skip
That same
Culbertson
car.
does. Of that
There'll be
car.
Terry Hurst will be here tomorrow night. Jeff Walker, he's got a Ronnie Whedon car.
Yeah, that's
Really nice looking car. Beautiful car. And of course, Keith Simmons will be here tomorrow night with his John Connolly car, which a guy, you might have heard of him. Ray Gus Jr. is going to be driving that car tomorrow night.
I've never heard of that. Is he
was
from
fast.
Is he from like some grass town or something, or drove a 12?
He's
or
what we call the River
75
City
or-
Hustler.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's been around
That car's
this
gonna be
place
here
a time or two.
Grew up watching that guy back, man. The old All-Star Tours came to Central Iowa. The old Ray Gus come running, then run the Summer Series races.
Anyway, the vintage cars, the nostalgia cars, they're beautiful cars. The guys take a lot of pride in them.
Oh, they're beautiful.
And, it's really neat to see them. You'll enjoy them tomorrow night. Darkside Promotions would like to thank Meyer Trucking, Obies, Rick's Body Shop, the Homeport Bar, KML Construction, Retool, NXT Level Basketball Training, Hammond Motorsports, Ole's Garage, Gotti Race Engines, Teglers, and Hooker Harness. Those are the official race sponsors of the Iowa Dirt Nationals right here at the Maquoketa Speedway. Big thank you to all those folks for making this thing happen this weekend. Really remarkable. 220 race cars here tonight. And hats off to Ryan Doom and our illustrious flagman, Mr. Hack, who spent all the time reworking this racetrack. This thing is absolutely awesome.
It is proven.
I'll tell you what, we are seeing some fabulous, fabulous racing tonight.
It has been second to none. Beautiful. Beautimous.
Beautimous.
Fabulous, big boy.
Beauteous Maximus. Looks like we're going to stomp these guys down through that little sippy hole one more again.
Yep, they put some kitty litter down over there.
Little quickie clot.
Or dirt. Wow. Laid a stripe over there.
You see Haphazard's getting ready to crank up the tunes.
Fire it up,
We got the
boys.
drum set all set up, ready to rock and roll, or country, most likely, right?
Well,
Haphazard.
I don't know what they play. We'll find out here in a couple hours.
Yeah, they're going to crank it.
I bet you they'll play a little bit of everything.
Think?
Rumor has it.
Rumor has it.
Rumor has it they play 2 types of music, country and western.
Well, isn't that wild?
I know.
I think they had a number 1 last week.
On the top of the chart.
Yeah.
I was told I was number 1 last week. No, it was 2 weeks ago I was number 1.
Care to divulge who was the giver of your number 1 status?
A couple.
A couple.
Different
It wasn't just
individuals.
one.
No, I mean, they shared the number 1s around that night. Speaking of number 1, that is your race leader, the 28 of Clyde Hawkins. They're in the hot rod up front.
The Hawk.
Yes.
Former track champion.
Oh, man, we were driving around today. We saw 2 bald eagles.
Yeah, this is Bald Eagle
Holy
City, man.
goodness.
They got him over
That was
this
a
way.
big raccoon they were snacking on in the middle of the road,
Just
too.
chowing.
I know.
Little ringtail buffet. Set to go. Back into the green.
On down into turn number 1 and 2 they go. Star up front, your race leader. Watch that 815 of Forbes in the number 3 spot. Boy, howdy, where'd that 22 car come? Dustin Biggin right there in the 22 car, moving on into the number 4 spot.
Good looking action down the back.
Western.
Well, isn't that wild?
I know.
I think they had a number 1 last week.
On the top of the chart.
Yeah.
I was told I was number 1 last week. No, it was 2 weeks ago I was number 1.
Care to divulge who was the giver of your number 1 status?
A couple.
A couple. It wasn't just one.
No, I mean, they shared the number 1s around that night. Speaking of number 1, that is your race leader, the 28 of Clyde Hawkins. They're in the hot rod up front.
The Hawk.
Yes.
Former track champion.
Oh, man, we were driving around today. We saw 2 bald eagles.
Yeah, this is Bald Eagle
Holy
City, man.
goodness.
They got him over
That was
this
a
way.
big raccoon they were snacking on in the middle of the road,
Just
too.
chowing.
I know.
Little ringtail buffet. Set to go. Back into the green.
On down into turn number 1 and 2 they go. Gonna be Star up front, your race leader. Watch that 815 of Forbes in the number 3 spot. Boy, howdy, where'd that 22 car come? Dustin Biggin right there in the 22 car, moving on into the number 4 spot.
Good looking action down the back straightaway. It's a Nissan, leads over a few Hondas. And we find ourselves Dodge Neon rounded out your top 5 cars. Halfway point, no sir. 7 scored, 5 laps to go. Hawkins, Star, Forbes, Beacon, and Walton, your top 5 as we work them off a 2 and down the back chute.
So they'll hurry him on back there. The old 55 and Jonathan Walton back there in 6. Got the old tribute to Digging Like Dale right there in the 55 car. Hustles that old machine right there. The 56 in line behind him. Working on down the back straightaway. Still that 28 car. Your race leader, Clyde Hawkins. Hawkins out front, storming the field in this one with 3 to go. Look at this battle back here. The 55 and the 56 car.
Good stuff here. Josh Starr trying to line up Hawkins for the big one. J-Man, you say it all the time. We're about to serve up sliders. These guys have gone about it. And no stranger to exchanging doors. These guys are going to get right with it here at the closers.
Oh, this is going to get good. Down into turn 1 and 2 we go. It'll be that 28 car, your race leader. Hustling it on in, down into turn 3 and 4. Down around the bottom. White flags are coming. Big boy, bring him home.
Tuck tight to the honey poles, your race leader, Kyle Hawkins. Looking to protect the inside. Josh Starr rolls right up on the tire tracks. Now looking to the outside. Hawkins will power down the back chute. Starr, one last chance to dance as we work him into 3 and 4. Double checkers. Your feature winner, who's it going to be? Kyle Hawkins, your feature winner, fired up. Josh Starr comes home in the number 2 spot. Forbes will ride in the number 3 position. Travis Hawkins finishes in the 4th spot, and 5th will go to Dustin Began in 22 DB.
All right, the end of the race. Started 4th, we finished 7th against some really fast cars on a track we've never been. What do you think?
I think we represented Darlington, Lafayette County Speedway very well.
Oh yeah.
Pretty happy with it. Running against some pretty fast cars.
We had a really good race with Noah Cranfield in the 4X. That was really fun. And we tried.
The good thing is, the crew team didn't have to turn a single wrench tonight.
Yeah, that's for sure. Nobody had to work over. We have a couple drinks before we load her up and call it a night. Racing her just about over at about 11 o'clock right about now. See you guys later tomorrow for round 2.
Tyler Socky.
You're watching the done right screen. And it's all discombobulating because you're watching that corner from the opposite side and you're like trying to go look at the screen and look at the track at the same time. Weird. Because I was when Tyler's happy.